As we shift our focus to education today, our first guest has dedicated his career to neurologic education, and he is so deservedly being honored for it this year. In studio with us now is this year's A.B. Baker Award recipient for a Lifetime Achievement in Neurologic Education, Dr. Zachary London. Pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. This is a real honor.
Absolutely. You know, it is an honor. This is a highly prestigious award. It recognizes significant career-long achievements in neurologic education. What does it feel like for you to be recognized by your peers in this way?
I mean, it's absolutely incredible. When you look at the names of the people that have won this award in the past, it's like, you know, peering into the history of neurology. So many of them influenced me and so many other people directly. Some of them were my mentors and really got me to where I am today. And so it truly is an honor to be, you know, thought of in the same breath as many of them. I will mention, as sort of an aside, I mentioned during my talk a couple of days ago that the other thing you will notice when you look at this list of past winners is that in the last 40 years, all but 3 of them are white men. So as you kind of walk around and listen to many of the talks today, I want you to sort of pay attention to how many amazing teachers here are women and people of color, and I hope to see some of them among the future winners, and then I'd be even more proud to be on this list.
That's amazing. What a great thing to highlight. You know, this award is given to those who have focused on national accomplishments. Are there any of your national accomplishments that you would like to highlight or that stand out to you?
I think I've been most proud of my work with the American Academy of Neurology. I've done work through several committees, work groups, subcommittees over the last 10 or 15 years. And I really enjoy being on committees that make a tangible product. And so some of the things that our groups have worked on have been like the Neurology Question of the Day app and NeuroBytes, little micro-learning things. And then one of the advocacy efforts that the American Academy of Neurology has been working on the last few years that I've been a part of has been trying to realign the neurology fellowship timeline so that neurology residents have more time to explore different options during residency before having to decide what they want to do for fellowship. And I'm really proud to see that in the last few years, more and more of the subspecialties have come to have later timelines and even have matches, which I think is a really resident-centric thing that we're very proud of.
Very nice. You referenced your talk that you gave a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
It was titled, The 5 Clinician Educators That You Meet in Heaven. For those of us who may not have been in that talk, can you elaborate on that?
Sure. So I was focusing not on specific individuals, but sort of archetypes of educators that all had one thing in common. The 5 educators were the opener, someone who kind of comes out strong with their teaching. What we called the pimper, which is somebody who sort of shames people by asking them too many questions in public. The actor, who is somebody who is very inspirational to people, but maybe is sometimes more style than content. There was the game master, who sets up a construct for people to learn and then kind of steps back and lets the learning take place. And then the last one was the collaborator, sort of a mentor collaborator, somebody who creates a project or a bit of research, does 90% of the work, and then hands off the baton to the learner so they can take it across the finish line. And what these all have in common, some are sort of positive and negative archetypes, but what they all have in common is they are teachers that affect the way that learners feel. And I think I wanted people to be aware of the fact that the emotional aspects of education impact our learning and impact our decisions about perhaps what we want to do for our life. So when we're working with medical students who are trying to decide if they want to be neurologists or not, having teaching that is aware of the emotional impact that you're having can really affect people's decisions.
Absolutely. Can certainly affect the outcome.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, one final quick question. What do you think makes a great educator?
I think a great educator is someone who knows their material but also really knows their audience. I think that's the most important thing.
Well, congratulations on your award this year.
Thank you
Very
so
well
much.
deserved, and we are so thankful to have your time today.
I appreciate being here.